Russia lost not one but two Mi-8 helicopters during the naval drone attack from Ukraine recently on occupied Crimea. New details have emerged regarding the destruction of two Russian Mi-8 helicopters during Ukrainian drone strikes on the night of December 31, 2024. The incident, which claimed the lives of 16 Russian servicemen, represents one of the most substantial single-event losses in recent times. The helicopters, each carrying a total of 8 personnel, were part of Russia's efforts to counter Ukrainian naval drones operating in the Black Sea. The standard Mi-8 crew consists of 3 members: a pilot, a navigator, and a flight engineer. However, recent operations have seen these crews reinforced with additional personnel, including machine gunners and operators of FPV drones, used to target Ukrainian uncrewed surface vessels like the MAGURA-V5. According to reports, the helicopter teams likely included a standard crew of 3 machine gunners, and 2 FPV drone operators, reflecting the intensified measures taken by Russia to defend against naval drone threats. The Mi-8 helicopters were reportedly struck by a modified Magura V5 USV equipped with adapted Soviet-era R-73 air-to-air missiles. The R-73 missiles, which feature infrared homing capabilities, have been repurposed for use aboard the maritime drone, allowing it to target and destroy aerial threats effectively. This development highlights Ukraine's innovative adaptation of legacy weaponry for modern applications, enabling its forces to challenge traditional military hardware such as helicopters and ships. Russian propagandist media have acknowledged the losses, with some describing the event as one of the most severe one-time setbacks in recent memory. The incident underscores the growing role of uncrewed systems in modern warfare and the challenges of countering such threats in contested environments like the Black Sea. The Ukrainian armed forces conducted a precision strike on a Russian army command post in Mariino, Kursk Oblast, Ukraine's general staff reported on January 2. These attacks are primarily carried out to weaken Russia's ability and willingness to carry out terrorist acts against Ukrainian civilians, the general staff said, adding that all necessary measures were taken to minimize risks to civilians in the vicinity of the strike. It did not specify the type of weapon used in the attack. The strike targeted the 810th Russian Brigade, resulting in significant losses, according to Andriy Kovalenko, head of Ukraine's Counter-Disinformation Center. Local telegram channels earlier reported shelling in Ivanovskoye in the Rilsk district, with damage to a boarding school, post office, shopping center, residential buildings, and the House of Culture. Windows were shattered and walls were damaged by shrapnel, according to acting Kursk Oblast Governor Alexander Hinstein. And here is a detailed video report.
ДК само, прилеты. Пятерка, Озон, 100 окна пострадали. Рядом у нас школа-интернат. Так, ну что, пожарные тоже здесь. Вылетали. Закрыто. Вот я вижу крыша. И стекла повылетали.
How to undermine a building from above. Ukrainian drone units dropping TM-62 anti-tank mines on covered Russian vehicle depots. Precision work. Ukraine has mastered the use of heavy-loaded drones by adapting existing drone technology for military purposes, especially in the face of Russian aggression. These drones are equipped with payloads, such as explosives, surveillance gear, and even supplies, and can target strategic points with precision. Ukrainian forces have modified commercial drones to carry heavier loads, enhancing their range and payload capacity. This innovation allows for more flexible and cost-effective strikes, bypassing traditional air defenses. Nothing to see here, move on. Russians are hit by their own artillery in Kursk.
Нахуй вы лезете, да, под обстрел, блядь, под свой.
The guys from the 63rd Brigade hit the positions of the Russians in the Serebryansky forest, gave them a good beating, and returned unharmed. The Russians didn't even realize what happened. The forest area has become a focal point due to its strategic location near the front lines of the Donetsk and Luhansk regions. Both sides have fought intensely for control, with the dense woodland providing cover for troops and making combat especially challenging. The Ukrainian forces have successfully repelled Russian advances in the area, while Russia has tried to establish dominance to secure key supply routes. Downed. Target destroyed. The military showcased the moment a Shahed drone was shot down over Poltava region. Fighters from the 17th Brigade of the National Guard of Ukraine destroyed 3 Russian kamikaze drones that attacked the region and shared footage of the action. Shoot all the cars. As for the locals, if I know, I'd rather kill the locals. You should round up all the locals, tie them up, and torture them. Soldiers of the 3rd Assault Brigade found the phone of a killed Russian soldier who filmed on how his colleague Rudikov Oleg Igorovich, call sign Rudik, gave criminal orders to Russian soldiers who were closer to the contact line, such as shooting and torturing the locals.
It will strike and cut everything. It will fall. We need to grab everyone, tie them up, torture them. We went into Nevskaya. Who shot at everyone in the cars? Grozny is smoking. Who's tying up the locals? Who shot at everyone in the cars? I don't know. I would have done away with it. 59th Assault Regiment. You signed a contract that is damaged. A contract that needs to be fulfilled. And accordingly, all those orders they give, a thought just crossed my mind that they might gather you all in a basement and hit it with a mortar, damn it. Do you have the desire, damn it, to hear what it is and how it will be?
Finland's resolute and swift handling of S-Link 2 sabotage is a turning point for NATO's response to Russian hybrid warfare, writes The Economist. The S-Link 2 cable, which supplied energy from Finland to Estonia via the Baltic Sea, was severed in late December when an oil tanker Eagle S, traveling from St. Petersburg, dragged its anchor along the seabed for dozens of kilometers. This was at least the 3rd instance since October that important infrastructure in the sea, almost entirely controlled by NATO countries, was damaged under suspicious circumstances. Yet, it was the first time when the local authorities responded quickly to apprehend the offending vessel and launched a thorough investigation. 70% of Russian oil exports pass through the Baltic Sea via its shadow fleet. NATO has taken a hands-off approach to Russian presence in its waters so far, tracking their passage but doing nothing to impede them, which failed to act as a deterrent against any malicious hybrid activities. Finland's tougher reaction to the act of sabotage undertaken by a vessel of the Russian shadow fleet, registered in the Cook Islands, sets an important precedent.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.